All right, looks like it's working. Audio seems to be fine. Pictures here. Hello, everyone. Fantastic. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having an excellent day today. I'm doing pretty good. It's another Friday evening. We've made it through another week. We survived another day in the life of 2025. We're here, and in this video, we're going to be doing another Ice Planet build session for 2 hours. Should be a great time. We've done this a number of times already. This is going to be episode 7, I believe. So several sessions of Ice Planet construction happening so far. We have multiple options for what we could do tonight. There's a poll down below for the chat, so go ahead and look through that if you want to have a say in what we work on tonight. 3 great options. I'll present them all for you guys here. The first was to work on more Ice Planet buildings, aka modules for the HQ. So here's the Ice Planet dome in the center where all the modules will connect to. You got these doorways here. We're just basically, if we do that, we'll build a doorway and then we'll build a great Ice Planet building to go on one of these entrances and kind of have it surrounded by awesome little places for them to work and do things. So that's one option. The next option in the poll is to build more Ice Planet landscape, almost exactly like what we see in front of us here. You'll have the square. We need to make one more of these to have just enough for the scene, and then we have the detailed edge. We need to build a couple more of these. I would say another 5 or 6. So not too many more landscape chunks to do left if we want to cover most of the basics. We'll probably do some more specialized ones, like we still got to finish that ice cave, and we still got to finish some ice crystals to go kind of in the background. But this is all for all the scenes with the vehicles and the characters. We'll go on stuff like this. So we need to make a few more of those. That's one of the options in the poll. And the final option is to continue working on the big Ice Planet spaceship. Let me actually get it out for you guys here. This is just the bin of pieces. This is what we got so far. I was able to work on the structure a little bit today and give you guys an idea of what we're working with. It looks pretty great so far. I'm still experimenting with this option where it has a vertical takeoff system for the thrusters. This big nacelle on the side, almost Star Trek-esque, but it's got issues because it just fell apart in my hand as I was trying to demonstrate it. But yeah. The idea is to continue working on this big spaceship, which we have kind of started. We got the core elements in place, just need to really weave it together. So third and final option, but we'll see which one is winning on the poll. It looks like spaceship has got a lead right now, but we'll let that happen for just a few more minutes. Let me get my building glasses on. These are also for reading, but I use them more for building. So we'll check the comments, we'll let anyone who wants to vote in the poll. We've still got a few more minutes before we get started building. But Grumpy J and Tim were here bright and early. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Henry the Horse says, trying to stay awake, but it's 2 a.m. That's really early, I should say. I almost said late. Early, Henry. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry it's so late where you are when I do these streams. Hopefully, sorting stream happens at 4. That's a little earlier in the day, and it won't be so bad for you. But thanks for stopping by regardless. Ryan is here as well. Good to see you, Ryan. Like that yellow brick by your name. Looks great. Hello, Mark. Evening all. Ice Planet while I sort bricks. Yes, if you're sorting Lego, watch a live stream. Watch a Lego YouTube video while you're doing it. It'll help keep you focused. That's a great idea, Ryan. All right. Henry the Horse says, building Black Knight's Castle MOC. Ooh, Black Knight's Castle. That's awesome. The Black Knights are great. I think the Dragon Knights get more discussion these days, but Black Knights are fantastic. Ryan says, nice hearing. I think you might have said, might have been trying to say nice Henry. Just kind of auto-corrected. Cross Airborne Customs can't make it tonight. No worries, Cross. Thanks for stopping by. Scheduling, we understand. It gets busy sometimes. Grumpy J says, look at all these grumptastic people in chat so far. Absolutely. Thank you all for arriving. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. There's a lot of cool Lego... twice. Cool Lego videos coming out soon. 3 times now that I've said it. I repeated myself. Great videos coming out soon. We just did a Atlantis video today that dropped this afternoon, so feel free to check that out. A bunch of comments here. We got Lego Yardman is here. Good to see you, Lego Yardman. And Henry the Horse says, COOL. Yeah, exactly. I've already blown it 3 times in the first 5 minutes. We'll get to that. I'll show you what I'm doing when I say the word COOL in a second, everyone. But Notch's brother says, can't stay for long, but glad I could stop in for a little bit. Absolutely, Notch. Thank you for tuning in for a second. Really appreciate you. Lima Bricks is here. Good to see Lima Bricks. Hey, Mark, can I get a shout out? Monday is my last day of high school. Wow. Congratulations, Lima Bricks. Great job getting through high school. That's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to whatever you do in the future. I hope it has plenty of Lego stuff involved with it. But Centru says, spaceship. Yes, Benny would definitely be working on a spaceship. I'm sure Benny would not mind building a sci-fi base either, but I think he would definitely lean towards a spaceship for sure. Lego movie reference, Centru, I got it. Yep, I love the reference as well. Benny is such a delightful character. A little obsessed, but, a delight to be around. Grumpy J said, where'd Mark go? He's like the Clark Kent. Oh, yeah, I disappeared. Mark isn't here anymore. It's me. Random AI Mark. No, I'm real. David Bonds is here. It's a brick. It's a plate. It's Lego Man. I mean, I haven't gone by Lego Man, but yeah, for sure. I'll be the Lego Man today. That's great. Brick Jedi got a membership. A bunch of other people got memberships. Thank you so much, Grumpy J, for gifting some memberships. Appreciate you, my friend. All right. Let's see. Got the Dune Ornithopter for $82 at Walmart early this week. Lima Bricks, that's a fantastic deal. I wish I had your Walmart nearby. That sounds great. All right, Adeline is here. Good to see you. I started working on a mock of an orc outpost, currently struggling to make it look thrown together, less symmetrical and more wild. That's very tricky, Adeline. Making things look hodgepodge or like hastily or not very thoroughly assembled is actually really tricky because Lego tends to be very organized and blocky, especially if you're doing architecture. So I can understand the pain there. I would have a look at some of the previous orc themed sets that actually are some, they call them trolls, but in the fantasy era they had some like horns are a good way to do that. Plates and tiles at odd angles are a great way to do that, almost like boards have been applied kind of at random into the scene. So check out some mocks and sets that feature those themes and maybe you can get some ideas. Lego Cole says, I'm building the Arc 170 and finished the gift with purchase a few minutes ago. That's awesome, Lego Cole. Arc 170 is a great ship. They made a new one. I haven't even had a chance to barely look at the set. I need to check it out and maybe buy it. That's one Star Wars ship that I would be interested in getting. Jango Fett's, I almost said Slave 1. Jango Fett's Starship is a great set too. I just think it's too big to display in my stuff. So some of those big Star Wars ships, they're expensive and too big for me. But Mark, there's a new Creator Castle coming out. Yes, Tim! We got to talk about that. I saw that the Creator Castle was awesome. And really looking forward to getting at least 2 copies of that. So yeah, definitely going to be saving up a little bit of money for some of those. And hopefully get some of the figure pieces on the LEGO website later too, because that would be a lot of fun. But we said Big Spaceship is still, it's going down just a little bit. I'll leave it up for a second. We got a few more comments we can get to. But Big Spaceship was winning, and I'm happy to do any of these. Honestly, I'd lean towards the buildings. Building some more HQ buildings sounds pretty fun, so we could work on that. Let's see. T-Verse says, Spaceship! Yeah, I mean, it's about time we get to that Spaceship. It's lost the poll 2 weeks in a row, so if we built some Spaceship, I would not be complaining. Let's see. Nathan says, hey, thanks to whoever gifted me a membership. Yep, that is Grumpy. Thank you to Grumpy, one of our best supporters, absolutely. Only had one, had to buy it. No, please, Limmerbricks, go for it. That is a fantastic opportunity there. So I said the word COOL 3 times, so we're going to apply 3 studs to start us off. This is awful. For those who aren't familiar, I'm trying not to say the word COOL, just as a fun little exercise of willpower and patience and attention. I think it's, I'm actually enjoying the frozen or ice puns in the chat when people come up with them, but I don't want to do them, especially accidentally. So I'm trying to use other adjectives like great, rad, fabulous, fantastic instead. It also a more diverse vocabulary would be good in general. So I'm trying to avoid the word COL, and when I do say it by accident, I'm trying to keep track of it and just for a fun little thing. So that's what's happening there. People who've watched this stream for the past 6-7 weeks will understand that. Andrew Riley says, love the last build. The pink fern jellyfish were awesome. Great build. Yes, the jellyfish were fun. That was really easy to do. I wouldn't say easy. It's just the pieces came together very efficiently and very a good manner. I don't want to say easy, but they went together great. Malachi is here. Good to see you, Malachi. I'm trying to make a temple ruins MOC. I can't get the pillars to look good. I'm using the 4-studded snot brick with tiles on the side, but the gaps are not even. Pillars can be tricky, Malachi. I've made a couple of pillars, and I made a couple of ruins too, so definitely browse through those videos if you get a chance to get some ideas. But yeah, I can understand the pain there. The 4-studded snot brick. Yeah, so it's the brick with studs on all sides. That's a pretty good direction to go in, but yeah, it's tricky to make a ruins, just like Adeline was talking about too. Thoughts of the new 3-in-1 castle? I love it. If LEGO made one like that every year, we'd be in great shape. The new shield piece is the most exciting to me. I like the new print with the horse, but the new shield with the kind of the point at the top, with the normal point at the bottom, that point at the top is awesome. So I'm looking forward to that one, Andrew, for sure. Yeah, look at the old troll shits. I got Chopper. You did, Grumpy J. There's so many comments. I haven't even gotten started on building. Yeah. That's awesome, Grumpy J. I saw that on Grumpy J's social media that he got Chopper, so that's a great set to get. Got to go. Internet is cutting out. No worries, Cross. Internet is a problem sometimes. Thankfully, we seem to be running fine right now, but hopefully it doesn't cut out for us. Nicholas Jordan says, what do you think about the new 3-in-1? Everyone does care about the castle. I'm loving the castle, everyone. It's fantastic. I'm getting at least 2. And then hopefully buy some of the minifigure pieces separate later. I don't need that many more brick castle pieces, although there are some great inverted slopes, 2x2 inverted slopes with 1 stud space on the bottom. That's basically that corner inverted slope, like that. And that is a piece that I don't think has appeared that often in light bluish gray. So that's really, really beneficial to see that appear multiple times in that set. So there are some good pieces aside from the minifigures too. David Bond says, we're also getting a purple unicorn figure seal with the Lego Friends set. I saw that too, David. That one really caught my eye. I also just like Friends in general too, but the Friends set was great as well. Henry's here. Yo, Mark, what do you think? Bringing back brick-built horses is crazy. Yeah, the brick-built horses is a new thing. They haven't done that in a while either. I think that's the 5th or 6th time someone's asked me about that set, but I'm excited about it. That is a great set. Yeah, the brick-built horses, that's just a creator thing. They don't like doing, animal pieces for some reason. And there's really no reason why they can't include animal pieces in a Creator 3-in-1, other than that they just don't want to. Kind of like I'm trying not to say the word COOL during these live streams, just because I don't want to, and I'm spiteful about it. But yeah, it's interesting, Henry. Great point. Teaver also gifted 5 microphone with memberships. Thank you, Teaver. Appreciate it. Yeah, a bunch of people got memberships. There is, I don't think there's anything super urgent happening on the memberships right now. I will be posting more picture updates of more Ice Planet stuff that's happened off camera. But for now, there's also, I can actually post a really good update on something Steven's working on, if he doesn't mind me sharing it. That should be pretty fun. I could do that. But thanks for sharing those memberships with us, Teaver. Appreciate it. All right, let's get some of these essential elements out here, and we can start working on this spaceship. Nicholas Jordan said, I thought the design of the new Creator Castle was seriously lacking compared to the previous one. The newest one is not as good as the previous Creator Castles, is what you're saying, or just previous castles in general. Yeah, the design, I'm not worried about the castle design itself. We're getting better castles in like the Bricklink designer program and stuff, and you can even mock build a castle if you want to. I'm just excited about the minifigure pieces because we can't make new castle minifigure pieces that easily. I mean, there are customs makers like K-Town Bricks and Brick Warriors and stuff like that, but I'm just more excited about more prints on shields. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I could care less if the castle looks good. That's just pieces. So some members spaceships for a few lucky people. Absolutely, Teaver. Thank you so much. Yep, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and maybe buy a membership if you love Mark's content. Yes, thanks, Cross. You guys are great commenters. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Lego Cole says, so far the Arc 170 has bad stickers. Most of the trans stickers, it's rather small. Other than that, it looks good. Just too small, too expensive for what it is. Great Figs. So Great Figs is a hallmark of Star Wars sets. Too small and too expensive is also a thing with Star Wars sets. So yeah, that sounds about right, Lego Cole. But thanks for the feedback. That is one that I had my eye on, and that was what I was hearing about it as well. So, all right, so we got a couple disparate elements here. I'd gotten this nice mechanism built. Well, I say nice, it's pretty hodgepodge. But I got this nice mechanism built in case I wanted to have the big kind of thrusters, these nacelles, turn be posable to the side, or even like if you were in takeoff position, it was going up into space. So the problem is I don't like all that visible dark gray. I'm trying to have it be mostly the Ice Planet color scheme. There's a lot of gray exposed in there. And then it's also just a little bit more flimsy, like it fell off earlier, which I didn't expect that to happen, but it was only attached by the bottom surface of these bricks. So yeah, what I can do is I'll finish building the other nacelle, like that one. I'll need to get the Technic bin out. And then once that's done, I can see if it would be easier to simply just attach it to the frame without having that mechanism of movement and just not worry about that, because I wasn't sure how I was looking when he turned it up on its side. It just didn't feel like the way it should have, so we'll see. I'll think about that movement as we continue constructing. Also have these two little kind of like extra armor pieces to go around the connecting points for the ship. So I like these a lot. I like how they look, so they'll be attached probably right in there as well. More Technic needed as well, of course. So we'll set those right up there. Don't need this. Don't know why that's out. Got more supports just in case we want to use them. I kind of like them coming out from behind the cockpit area. I don't think you can see here. There you go. I kind of like them coming out right here. We'll see. I just want more blue on the ship in general too. So yeah, we'll keep playing around. We'll move that aside for now. We can even fill in this this base a little bit with some black bricks and greebling. We got plenty of black bricks behind me over here. Go use those. The new Arctic train would be fab in your Ice Planet theme build. Tim, we were just talking about making a snow train, an ice train, and then they come out with an Arctic train. So that was really ironic. It's terrific. Yeah. Oh, is it the Zelda shield mold? Okay, I didn't know that was the Zelda shield. That's great. Yeah, well, that's fantastic. They've needed a new shield mold for a while, so that's fantastic that they've just reused that because it looks very medieval. That's awesome, Henry. Ice Planet train for the new Arctic train. I mean, it would be an easy conversion, right? I do have a 9-volt train system at my disposal over there in a bin, so I might use that instead since it's a little better for conventions. Just turn a dial and plug it in and leave it. But we'll see, Axel. It's very funny to me that came out like within weeks of me deciding that I probably want to make an ice train for a MOC. So that's fun. Henry the Horse says, no new set is worth the money. I get your vibe there, Henry, but I'm still going to buy a few of them just because I like Lego castle sets with new shields in it is always going to get my attention. I get the silly ads. Oh, sorry, Tim. Yeah, there's going to be a few ads. I have it on the lowest settings. Hopefully people aren't bombarded, but yeah, there's going to be a few ads, unfortunately. I got to make some money somehow. To the person who inquired about making something look ramshackle, I'd recommend looking at making a bunch of prefabricated panels, walls, details. Keep them similar but not the same, then build. Yeah, making some patterns that you like would help too, Nathan. Good point. The figs in the new castle look great, though. Plume piece in yellow, finally. Yes. Yeah, the new plume piece in yellow will be great because they had the old one in yellow for a while, but the new one will be great. Is this a continuation of the 12-hour challenge? Essentially, Malachi. Basically, you could say that. We've got... we're continuing where that build left off, really, because that build turned out great, but it was a little bit unfinished on the inside, so we took that one apart and we're expanding it to a full table size, 8-foot table size MOC, so it should be a lot of fun. Henry the Horse says, the plume is really the only thing I care about. You don't like the new shields, Henry? I mean, I understand if you just like the classics, that's okay. We respect your opinion. Those engines look great. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate it. Yeah, and then Cross Airborne says, see ya. Take care, Cross. Thank you for stopping by. And hello is here. Good to see you. Hello. And then Rob Clarkson says, what's going on, Grumpy J? What's going on, Rob? Hope you're doing well. Play functions all the way. Yeah, well, if you guys like the clickety click and the vertical takeoff, then we can do that because I have all the pieces ready to go, so we can start working on that. I need 2 more of these then. But first, I think it would be wise to get some black pieces to fill in these areas here, and that would start with some black plates, which I will go grab. And then we'll get some black bricks and continue to fill this in with this windscreen area. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah. So we got these windscreens. They're where they should be. You just need to kind of secure them a little bit better. Maybe put some, not computer panels, but like, I almost want, not like an air conditioning, maybe a heating system. Maybe like I almost think like a HAL AI system in there too would be interesting. That'd be cool. Man, I'm really bad about the COL word today. Good grief. That's 4. That'd be pretty great. 4. All right. Ahoy, hoy, looking red. Oh, thanks, Brick Jedi. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. It would be COL if you added an escape pod if you haven't already. An escape pod is a great idea. Hello. That I hadn't considered before. I might have to do that. I don't know if it's a big vehicle though, so it could probably fit an escape pod in there. Let me get some black plates. Fill in these back areas. We'll get up to about here. And then we'll get some Technic to build the next attachment point, because we only have some of the pieces necessary to do that. So we'll get a few black plates here. I might actually switch it over to the just chatting camera so you can see me as I'm going to get black plates. So it's not too boring. Let's see. We'll need some 1x plates too. We've got a lot of black pieces at our disposal now that Tron isn't around anymore, so that's good. I'm sad to see it go, but it was not fun to transport to all the conventions, so hopefully Ice Planet is a lot easier to move. I'll let you know how it goes, though. Let's see. Here's a few more. Here's a little big. This will hopefully give us a start. Awesome. There we go. How big are these? Oh, that's perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that. The problem with black bricks is they kind of can blend together a little bit. But this one, well, you can hardly see. I guess that's a good enough angle. It just fits in very nicely right there, filling in that black space. Hardly visible to the camera, but at least we're making the space beneath the windscreens level, so we can add some more filler brick in there. There we go. And we'll probably end up taking this out, because we can just put this in there. Needs a sauna, so warm up after a mission on the ice planet. A sauna would be great in the base. I don't know if that's going to fit in the spaceship, though, Team. This isn't going to be like... I wanted this to be 100 studs long ship, like an actual SHIP, a seriously huge investment in parts. But on inspecting the size needed, let me show you guys how big that would be. We've got 48 by 48 is just 4 studs short of 50 studs, and that's a big, it'd be this long across. And right now, we're about halfway there. So I could either make it twice as long, or I could just kind of stick to about that length. So I think I'm going to stick to half of a ship and make it like a... Okay, audio's back. Mouse is back. Good grief. Okay. We're gonna switch to building, intro. Why aren't the cameras working? Hold on. Both of my cameras stopped working, guys. Hold on one second. Froze planet. Yeah, that's what happened here, Henry. We might have to reset this completely. Hold on one second, everybody. We're going to take a break. Okay. Why did both of my cameras stop? You guys can hear me, right? All right. This is awkward to do this on a stream, but we'll have to do what we gotta do. Not good. Okay. Boom. You're about to see a behind-the-scenes tour of how we do things here. There we go. We can put that there. And we can add another camera. I don't know why both of my... We're back, guys. Hello, everyone. I don't know why both of my cameras decided to just completely go away. It's very awkward. Alright, we're going to custom... Hopefully get back to where we're supposed to be. Oh, hello, everyone. Good grief. You can probably see all this stuff happening in real time. There you go. Get that where that needs to be. I apologize for the interruption, everybody. I think we're back, though. All right. We're back. Fantastic. Didn't lose the stream, but all of my devices decided to take a little break. I have no idea why, but yeah. It didn't seem to be internet. It actually seemed to be device related, so that got me sweating a little bit. Thank you for your patience, everyone. We're going to resume building now. So, let's see here. This is a brick the right height. Let's double check and make sure. Yeah, perfect. Let me get some black bricks here. I think I have some right here. Alrighty. Yes, thank you. Thank you everyone for your patience. The problem is now the brightness and exposure will be fluctuating because I don't have the settings properly calibrated for these cameras. I'm just going to leave it. Let it do automated. All right. Where were we? Yeah, picture froze though. So you guys could still hear me. That's good. Hear and see until a few seconds ago. We're back. Didn't take too long. All right. Autumn is here. Good to see you, Fall Equinox. Thank you for stopping by. Excited about your latest comic on your Instagram. That's great. Maybe the cameras are just admiring the build. Maybe so. Hello. We'll say that was it. That'll be our excuse. Let's do a 2x6 right there. And while we're building with all these black bricks, you really can't see too much of what's going on, unfortunately, but I can describe it to you as I work on it. We're getting pieces that were just recently used in the Tron build. Let me move a little bit this way. Move some of these guys away, so you can at least see what I'm constructing. We're using stuff that was just used in Tron. We're just transferring it over to Ice Planet. The core of the ship can be mostly black bricks, and then we'll put layers of blue and white on the top. And that should work pretty well for what we have planned here. That's not going to be super useful, though. That slope is not what we're looking for. Yeah, we've been delaying building on the spaceship for quite a while because Ice Planet Landscape was always a little bit more pressing. Seemed to get more success in the previous polls that we've done. So, yeah, both cameras are working out. Great. That's good to know, Grumpy. Yeah. Cool ship time. Oh, charge. I just said cool again. Twice. I just said C-O-O-L again. You got me. But yes, it's time to build the fantastic spaceship. Oh, golly. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a lot of little orange studs happening there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Oh, well. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It'll be fine. Let me get, we have my 2x4. There we go. And let's see if that's the right height. It is sort of. I think we just need a few plates right there. Let's see, a 2x4. We need one more 2x4 to make that happen. There you go. Could be an earthquake. Didn't think staring at someone placing bricks could be entertaining. Well, that's great, Hello. I'm glad you're finding this entertaining. If this wasn't entertaining, I'd have to change things up drastically, for sure. There we go. It's a very slow process when building on a live stream, but eventually it turns out pretty good. I might actually zoom in just a hair, because I think our camera was right here. Hopefully it's not bothering everybody too much. Give me a little bit more zoomed in look on the build. So we've already filled out a little bit of black brick here. Let's get just a tiny bit more. And the next project that involves black bricks will be quite a ways out, so I'm pretty comfortable using a number of pieces here to make this work. There we go. And we also had these blue supports behind these, so kind of like that. I think that'll work. But does this, yeah, that will be a problem. So these would have to go one plate higher, or all this would have to be tiled off at a certain height, which we could also do. We would need a lot of greebles then. But we have a lot of black tiles at our disposal because of Tron, so we might do that. Let me get a different black bin though. Actually, this will work fine. That'll work. There we go. So, what I'm currently encountering right now is I want these blue supports to go right here, right? Not a problem. You just stick them on a bracket and it'll do the trick. However, once you put it on a bracket, you can't just snap that straight down because now those studs get underneath right there. So we need to have basically one plate accessible right there, and the rest needs to be tiles all the way across. So that's what we're going to start working on right now. And on the sides, we can have things like grill tiles, tubes, greebles for spaceships, and make that work. So that'll work. Should do the trick. An escape pod was mentioned earlier. What is it? What if it was more of a drop pod a la ODST or Helldivers? That would be awesome, Senshu. That's a little bit more involved, but it's possible. I'm thinking about it. The physical limitations of the ship are going to cause issues with that unless we make it bigger, because it's a pretty flat connected surface that we've used, and that makes it nice and strong when we're building. Like, this is sturdy, it's not going anywhere. But having something go through or out the bottom would be a little trickier. We'd have to add a lot more volume than I was expecting. It was going to be a relatively flat ship, so we'll see. I'm not sure, but that would be fun to do. So. It would be COOL if you add frosted looking bits to it. We could. This ship would probably be in the atmosphere more than it could. It is supposed to land though, so yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe some snowy elements added to the bits, to the edges of the wings and stuff. Yeah, COOL ship time, exactly. An escape ship, that is a very classic space thing. Hello, an escape ship for sure, because you'd have something come out the back. I was hoping to have a rear exit, like a little ramp for small rover vehicles like this one. So this is one of the things we made very early in the Ice Planet building process, but this being able to roll out the back would be great. Something about that scale. That would be fun. Well, let's keep working on these supports right here, because this is all aesthetics until we get to about here. So we'll just keep working on that as we think about all the things we wish we could add to the ship. So I love those transparent Lego tubes with the colored cores, the ones that have the rod for both ends. That is a great piece. That is they come in blue and green, if I'm not mistaken. So the blue one would work pretty good. I don't know if we have a lot of the green ones. We have like a dozen of them over there, but I don't know if we have any of the ones with the blue cores. Could look at that though. If you have some in blue, maybe include them. I don't know if they come in orange. I don't think they come in orange. I don't remember seeing them in orange, but if they did, that would be perfect. But yeah, I could look that up for sure, Nathan. There's also the just regular black plastic tubes. I don't know if I have any here. There's black plastic and black rubber tubes, if I can track them down. And those would both work great too. There's also the pneumatic tubes here. Like, here's a really big one. This is probably too big for what we're doing, but ooh, that's really bright. Calm down. Relax. Yeah, it's better. Okay. There's a hydraulic tube here. And this is a little long for what we're doing, but this is another size of tube that can go inside the ship. Don't want to have too many like wires coming off of it, because that's more of like a UFO vibe to me. But yeah, there's options for sure. Let's see. And how long would we say this is? That is almost perfectly 12 pieces. Maybe a little more. We'll do 12 for now. There we go. And that means we need another 3 out here, so we need some more bricks. It's a little too wide. Too wide. Never thought I'd say these bricks are too long. They're not going to work. That'll work. Put that under there. Yeah, if we can make just some progress on this ship, I'll consider it a big win tonight. Because I got a little bit more done today with just kind of building out this this platform. But now we can actually make some details happen here during the stream. I'll look it up. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Yeah, please check back with us if you find anything. Do you have any Star Wars clone figures? I got a little bag of clone figures, Cross. They're mostly like newer sets, like from the past 3 or 4 years. But I do enjoy some Star Wars clones as well. I'm a fan of them for sure. Maybe if you have the MIDI scale Falcon, you can use the tube used from the back. I have some of the trans light blue tubes. Now that you mention it, hello, I actually have one like that. At least one. It's in use on a MOC right now, but I could try something like that. Oh, this is the 2 I was thinking of. I just saw it in the picnic bin over here, which we'll need to grab in a second. But over here, this kind of tube is what I was imagining, because it also goes with the black and white and blue color scheme. It's a little less flamboyant than some of the ones you were mentioning, but this is the same tube that was used in the Falcon, just in black, and a little bit shorter, of course. So that's what I was thinking. Being in areas like here, that would probably make sense in some places for sure. So, all right, where was I? Bricks. Here we go. Let's do one like that, and a 2x4. Good. Fill in those plates a little bit. And is this a 12? It is a 12. Awesome. And we'll tile these off. So we're putting these 2x2 tiles down on where the supports will go. This will actually make the ship weaker, not stronger, but it'll look better, so that's good. That pneumatic tube would be great on an alien interior. Yes, it works great on, I use it on UFO ships quite a bit when I build those and customize those. So that's where I've used it before, but yeah. My favorite are the plain 20 phase 2 and the 20 phase 2 leaders. Gotcha. I do know just a little bit. I know phase 1 versus phase 2 in Star Wars clones, but that's pretty much it. I don't know too much else besides that. And yeah, that's a lot better. So instead of just kind of floating there, they're actually on top of bricks with tiles now. So they're a lot more braced, and it's a little bit more secure there. So we'll continue to add pieces. I think I have something that will work for the top of these. Let me see let me get the bin of bricks with studs on the side though. Hold on one second. Let me grab those. All right. I don't know if this is gonna fit in the table here. We'll try this for a second here. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'll move the lid so you can see what's going on. All right, too bright. My devices hadn't shut down earlier. Wouldn't have to worry about it being bright or not. So that's what we use to attach it on the front. So we need the opposite of this, essentially. Will that work? I don't think so. Oh, no, that might work. See that? Like an anti-bracket. They're in light gray, which I don't love, but that's not the end of the world. I don't think I have these in black. There's another one. There's 2 of these. Oh golly, the light. I gotta mess with this camera. Hold on a second, guys. That's it? Yeah. we're gonna configure the video really quick because it's getting too bright for us here. We're gonna turn the exposure to automatic. There you go. All right, so it shouldn't be changing anymore. It should stay the same. Let me know if that's a problem for anyone. Here we go. So we've got these brackets here. They should work pretty well. I'm going to try these. We'll put this aside for a second. I apologize for the technical issues. Normally the OBS works great and doesn't have any issues, but today we're having a few, so it's being a little wild and weird. Oh no. So we've run into an issue here now. It's off by, I think, exactly half a stud now. So if we can use some plates to expand it out, maybe that'll work. I don't know if the math will work out for sure, but I can experiment and find out. Let me get a few blue pieces. We'll need some blue 2x2 plates, I think. I'm not very familiar with ice plating, honestly, so not 100% sure what the aesthetic you're looking for. It's kind of a mix of things. I do want to use these blue structural supports, but yeah, just kind of big white panels, blue elements, black elements, those three colors. Not as much gray, because there wasn't, to my knowledge, there wasn't a lot of gray pieces used in the original sets, so probably lean away from that. But that pneumatic tube, yeah, we talked about that. Lime, dark purple, dark green, and blue are the only colors that make those in. Ah, interesting. So dark purple, dark green, interesting. Those beams are a great place to mount some flamethrowers. They're great for connecting all sorts of things, Teaver. So yeah, weapons, flamethrowers, little scanners, all sorts of details on those bar pieces for sure. Do you think I should turn my alt build Sora's Tech mech into a Rex mech? It has some dark blue pieces. That's possible, Cross. I don't know that much about Ninjago mechs, but that sounds like an interesting mock. Let's see. It's okay, Mark. It happens. Yeah, technology, it doesn't work sometimes. Mark, those orange canopy pieces for the cockpits, they wouldn't happen to come from Nexonites, would they? Central. Yes, they are absolutely Nexonites. Unfortunately, they are. Yeah, they're. Yeah. That's. Yeah. What if you could clip clips on the support beams and angle the tops? Plus, you could make the rover be able to back out. Ooh, yeah. So like have them go up and around the rover. It's possible. For this front area, I think I want them straight. But for further back, they could be either to the sides a little bit or kind of in a different angle for sure. Yeah, I like that idea. Hello. Where's the O2 tanks and how do they breathe? That's a good question, Grumpy. We'll get back to that one. That Lego Kid says, hello, good to see you, that Lego Kid. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to drop a like if you feel inclined to do so. It's awesome how Lego is based off maths. It is, until you don't know and you're just guessing like I am right now. But well, let me see if I can figure something out with some blue plates here. I'm making this more difficult than it has to be by using lots of blue supports that really have no business being in a spaceship. There we go. All right. So here's what we can do. We can experiment with some of these blue plates to try and get the right distance to be able to snap down these light gray bracket pieces onto a brick. There's a regular brick, and that's going to be not the right measurement. Let's try 2 plates. See if that's better. Oh, that's really close, but no cigar. And I don't think removing a plate would solve the problem. Let's see here. I don't know if that's going to do it, guys. Let's see. This might be something we have to try with a different attachment type. Oh, and that's too close. So none of those connections are the right length horizontally to make that work. And now my exposure on the camera looks off again. So it looks too white. Let's see. I had all this set up so nicely before. It's going to look yellow for a second. There we go. We don't want it like that. We want it like that. Okay, apply. There we go. It's a little better, not so blindingly white. But yeah, I'm having trouble with these connecting pieces. I really want these to fit though. I want that to make sense. I know one final thing that'll work. The brackets, I think, are what's messing me up here. These brackets have a tiny thin layer of plate-like surface that's right there. And I think if I switch to something else, it'll work better. I think I know what to do. Let's get some of these. And some of these. Yeah. That'll do it. We'll try that. I know we could even do it in blue. Or not. Maybe we won't worry about blue right now. Okay. Alright. Jumper? Possibly, Ryan, but it's better to have the bricks with studs on the side make sense the first time versus going in the jumpers underneath and making it more fragile. But Ricky Bricks is here. Good to see you, Ricky Bricks. Thanks for stopping by. Malistair, good to see you, Malistair. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to our next D&D session that's coming up in just a few days. I need to know what time in Eastern I need to be ready, but other than that, I'm good to go. So, Cinder says, Cross, the Sora mech you're talking about makes for a great MOC parts pack. I used that in the Z-Blob to make a mech for Atlanta BrickCon back in February. Nice. Sounds pretty good. Are those structural beams the ones with axle holes? That's a great question. Yes, they have axle holes. So I could use axles too. That is a great suggestion, Nathan. If this doesn't work, I'll be grabbing some axles here. But I think that's going to do the trick. So we've got a brick with 4 studs on one side. This is actually a brick, I believe it's a brick high and a few plates versus a full 2 bricks tall. But that goes nicely right there. And that fits very nicely now. So that's a nice snug fit, and it should fit pretty well on this side too. Although there are some exposed studs, we can deal with that. So axle is a good suggestion though if we ran out of other ways to connect it securely. They should be 2x2x10, but I guess on the flat the numbers change. Yeah, Lego is funny sometimes. Sometimes it's supposed to make sense, but sometimes it does not. I usually just kind of feel it out. I don't really know all the Lego math by memory. I don't have committed to memory, but I can usually feel it out and make it make sense and figure out a different solution if needed. So, which needs a bunch of Marcel torso, shirtless of course. They would connect to everything. Oh my goodness, Mouser. You can just not attach the bricks fully together and see if that works. Yeah, just kind of pile them in there. That'll do the trick. That'll work. No problems there, especially when we start swooshing it around or moving it to conventions. So, you can add 2x2 jumpers to make up the space. Pretty much, Lego Yardman. I could have tried that. It would have changed the height and everything too. So, yeah. I think this will work. I think we've found a solution. They're at least really well attached on one side, and we can kind of play around with the other side a little bit here. Let's see. A brick. Oh, a headlight brick would work. We could do that. Let's see here. A brick with an ENT stud connection. Oh, they come in blue too. I might use black instead though. Let's find one more actual headlight brick. Aha. Right. Yeah. So, we've got the brick with an inset headlight brick right there. We can use that to attach that to the ground. No, it's too tall. Of course it's too tall. Let's try that. Would that work? Let's get another brick as a little scale example here. Actually, that might work. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the wrong shape again. Man, these are being tricky. All right. Now would this work? Is it too low? No, it should be right. Let's try 2 plates. There's a 1x2 plate. Let me grab one more black 1x2 plate. The lengths I'm going to get this to work. I should have given up on this a while ago. Well, there's one. That'll work. All right. We're back. We're back. So, I found a black plate modified with plates sticking up and to the side. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm sure that's the official name. And that way we can get that anti-stud connection. Bingo! That's what we needed. So now that is a very secure bar piece on the top. That's not going anywhere. You can't pull it off unless you really try. So that's great. We just need another one of those black pieces right there to make it make sense. But I think we can make that happen. So that's that means we need to go out 2 more bricks with the base. I think we can make that work. Need another 2x2 brick, or just one of these. Yeah, that would do it. We could put this light gray one in there for now until we find another black one. If we have one black one, the odds are we'll have another black one somewhere too. Usually our collection does things in like pairs or even numbers. I'm gonna move my camera over just a hair. There we go. That should do it. But several people have commented, and I've been kind of focused on trying to get these to connect, so we're going to go through the comments really quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. Mark, I got some more medieval parts the other day in a pick-a-brick order. Nice, that Lego kid. That is very good. I'm sure you'll put them into your MOC soon. Grumpy J says, Malistaire! Shakes fist in air. I've been expanding my medieval minifig collection and finishing off my castle MOC. Nice, that Lego kid. I'm looking forward to seeing videos about it. So, all right, let me see here. Where was I? Can I be a guest on your next sorting stream? Oh, Tim, I'm not sure if I'm doing more guests on my sorting stream. They tend to not do so well when I have guests because I think people like to just interact in the comments with me, and I just chat directly with people who are viewing versus chatting with someone who's on the stream with me. So I don't know if I'm doing guests in the future on the sorting streams, but I appreciate you offering. Yeah. Well, I gotta go. Good luck. Take care, Nathan. Thank you so much for your ideas. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure and like the video. Absolutely, Lego Yardman. Thank you. No, we will not speak of the Dark Lords here. But Malister, I pay your salary. Oh, wait. Those Nexo ones gonna be... Oh no, Malister caught on. Yeah, those are definitely from Nexonite sets, unfortunately. But yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Malister. I'm not very good with maths either. Yeah, maths was never my strong suit, Tim, unfortunately. But I've always found Lego building to be not too difficult. So some things that normally would require some math skills can still be easy if you just get used to them. So. Grumpy J Mouser says, Grumpy J, technically I pay my own salary. Officers are amongst the most heavily taxed in the country at 25%. 25% is kind of tough. Sorry about that, Mouser. So, the ship looks so COOL, Mark. I love it. Yes, Lego Cole. I love it too, but I'm not going to say the word COOL. Got to be careful about that one. Did he create Star Trek-like thrusters? That's the idea, Malister. We're working on nacelles, is what they're called. And that's the connection that we had established earlier. And it actually has a vertical takeoff system when it stays together. So you can go up and down. You can turn it to takeoff and flying. Just need to build the other side and connect it securely, because right now it's not quite secure. It just kind of falls off if you're not careful. But with these braces, I think we could make it work. Yeah, I might even integrate some bricks inside there to connect it all. I think people want to see that movement. I was kind of not sure about it, but if people are enjoying that extra feature, I'll leave it in and we'll make it work. So. Need the classic 2x2 brackets. I've got some of them here, Teaver, but it's not the right connection. I've got it right here, but it's it might work there. Hold on, let's test that theory of yours. It would also not solve my problem of having exposed studs on the one side, but maybe it'd work. Yep, that also works. So I guess it's whichever piece I find first to finish that connection. Because this is fine. And you can add some tiles on either side, and this is fine. So yeah, we'll make it work. Great suggestion, Teaver. Where's your Lego zip ties? I know, right? I should get some of those. Some Lego official zip ties. Usually your wife is at least 2 grades above you. I call mine household 6. That's funny. Let me scroll through these comments. They're stacking up. Mark, guess how many Black Falcon Knights I have? Ooh. How about, do you have a dozen? Do you have 12? Or maybe 20? Or am I way too high or way too low? I don't know. I'd have to double check. But I think it's around a dozen. Andrew Lilly says, love these streams. Lots of insight whilst good chat. Absolutely, Andrew. For sure. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you tuning in. Sometimes not much gets done, but we love that. Yeah, the progress on this stream has been remarkably slow. We've gotten a few bricks added to the center. We've established these 2 blue supports, and that's about it. But I've got another great piece to add, which will be fun. And where did it go? Here it is. I keep wanting to say that 4-letter word that we shall not mention. But this awesome printed Ice Planet piece goes right in there. And that is, I think that's pretty stellar if you ask me. So we're going to figure out a way to fit that in there. Maybe use some blue filler brick once we get to that height. That should do the trick. Yeah, we'll use some 1x4s. And let's get a 2x4 brick in black if we have one. Here's one. And just a few plates to go on top. This will give us another chunk of progress to look at while we build and chat. There we go. Now I need a 2x4 plate. Let's see if there's one over here. There we go. Sometimes it's easy to find a piece, sometimes it's not. So let's see. There is some great new sets coming out in June. Looking forward to it. Absolutely, Tim. I'm looking forward to that castle set and a number of friend sets, honestly, too. Vehicles just take more time. It is what it is. They take more time for me. Some people build vehicles faster than landscapes. They really like building vehicles. Their collection is sorted to make vehicles. Mine is not. So it takes a lot longer when I try and do vehicle-based stuff. But they're also not my thing that I lean towards naturally. I love landscapes. I can do that all day. But vehicles I'm a little slower at. And that's okay. Appreciate you, Teeper. Finally finished my final. What am I missing and how will this COL shuttle look once it's done? Looks chill so far. Absolutely charged. You're trying to get me to say COL. It's not going to happen. Vader's Brick says, mid-build. Oh, that's not nice, Vader. You don't like my Ice Planet ship? Well, I mean, I guess it's not for everyone. So. BLCL is here. It takes time and energy to think, and to build, you must think, so we are perfectly on schedule. Exactly. We've already made a little bit of progress. We've chatted with some friends, so we are here. We've got some Lego Ice Planet in front of us. That's all we can ask for. It's good. It'll get done eventually. We got a few more weeks before our next goal. We have to get done before a convention in Birmingham, Alabama. Should be fun. That Lego kid says, I have a frozen water bottle, but it's taking too long to defrost. So I'm using my Lego lamp to defrost it because it's so bright and hot. That sounds like a complex process, that Lego kid. But yeah, I get it. I got a nice thawed out Gatorade here I might take a sip out of. So. If Gatorade Zero asked me to be in a commercial, I would do it. To all the Gatorade executives watching this stream, let me know. Alright, we've got that windscreen added there. Now we can start to build on the filler behind it. I'm going to get some blue bricks to do that here. Just some very basic blue 2x4s, I think. There we go. And we'll put these on the inside. I'll only be able to see the sides of them, really. That one's got some bite marks on it. I don't like that. It's not so bad from that angle. Okay, and a 1x4 blue brick would work, and some blue plates. Let's see. There's something to work with here. There we go. Yeah, the last few Ice Planet ships that I've built, we've got the little Ice Hawk named by our members. I think Henry and who was it? There was another member who helped name it. The Ice Hawk. This one, it's great, but it's very white. There's a lot of white going on in this, and it's supposed to be kind of more of a balanced color scheme for most Ice Planet ships. So we're keeping this because it makes strategic sense for this to be mostly white, because it's a low atmosphere type fighter. It fights in the atmosphere of Ice Planet. But once you get a little bit further out, we don't have to worry about color schemes being strategically viable, because in space you're going to see them a mile away with radar and stuff like that. So this is going to be as true to the Ice Planet color scheme as possible. And I think it'll look better for it. That's why we're trying to incorporate a lot of black, a lot of blue, and some white too. But white shouldn't be the only color we're seeing by any stretch of the imagination. There we go. And now we need to think of what's going behind all that blue right there. Maybe some tiles or something else blue. Blue greebles, perhaps? We'll see. One thing that could be there, I don't know if I still have the bin that contains these pieces. Let's see. I had some blue slopes floating around. There's one of them. There's a few more of them. We might be able to do this instead of this kind of gradual slope and be able to put these right here like that, because I do like these big swoopy slopes. So we'll see if we can get working. Yeah, that Lego kid, I said 12 or 20. Those are my two guesses. So hopefully you can figure it out. Yeah. Mark, you need to put a Marcel torso in there, like the ship's AI. Just a torso? That'd be terrible. Oh my goodness. In the UK, it's very late Friday. A beer o'clock late over night over here. Wow, there you go. So yeah, it's Friday here too, but it's probably not nearly as late as where you're at if you're in the UK, Andrew. So yeah, it's only 8:20 here, so not bad. My eyes were getting closed, but I heard my name. Did we say your name, Henry? It might have been somebody else. But yeah, thanks. Sorry for keeping you up, Henry. You don't have to stay up on our account. Thank you for stopping by at the very least. So. Yeah, I'm tempted to put these in here, but I also don't know if I want to put those in there. Let me try this. If we can do this instead, I might make that work. We'll put these up just a little bit higher, like that. That would look pretty nice. And then we have these either go down or abruptly end into some more structure. But yeah, I think that's going to work for the midsection for now as a tentative. We need to add more details on these studded areas, and all between these kind of structural elements, we need to add greebles and details. We can definitely work on that. We can do it now or later. We'll see. I kind of want to get some more pieces added to the back here and start to kind of flesh that out a little bit. Maybe even start working on the next nacelle and connector point for it, because we've got some of the correct assembly for this, but not all of it. So I might do that. Let me get the Technic bin out. We could do that. So pushing this aside for now, or just right here. There we go. That's already done. Let's work on this next one. We'll just basically be copying this one for a while. Got to get all these pieces in the inside here. I think we're still missing one inverted white slope right there too. So we'll have to track that down at some point. All right. Some black plates under there because I noticed those are prominent right there. Do they go all the way? They do. Need some 1x3 black plates to go right in there. And then we'll need some connecting pieces right in there. Just like that. And some on the back, which I think is mostly connected through the back. Yeah. I also am not sure on the difference between the outside edge. I kind of like the plain blue versus the trans neon orange blade right there. I feel like that's a little too much on this side, but this is the right balance of color, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys, if you have any opinions on that, let me know. Oh, I missed the answer to that Lego Kid. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. Close, I have 9. Okay, I was pretty close with my first guess. There you go, that Lego Kid. That's fun. Adeline says, I'm back after a quick walk. Happy to see the stream still going. Yes, I survived some major technical difficulties, Adeline. Both the cameras cut out, but I was able to resuscitate them and get them back on, although it was probably pretty weird to watch. Because you could see on the back end, I'm moving all the cameras where they need to be. It was a little bit funky for a second, so... Finally bought my BHAM Con ticket today. Awesome, Teaver. I'll see you there. Hopefully we get to chat a little bit more than just, hey, I heard you got a hat for me. Thanks, bye. I know the smaller conventions tend to be a lot more chill, especially when the public hours are over, so hopefully see you there. May the 4th sales are pretty banger. 120 off the UCS Razor Crest, such a lovely bird. Yes, the UCS Razor Crest is a great set, Mouster. That one, if you need to collect that one, $120 off is a fantastic deal. Lego normally doesn't do good deals like that, so. All right, we're back to current comments, I believe, so. Oh, yeah, I did, Henry. Yes, I did mention you. Yeah, naming the Ice Hawk for sure. That was a big help. That was good. I realize the poll has been going all stream. We're gonna end it now, so it's good. Thank you everyone for voting. First thing that came to mind and commented. Yes, Henry, that I haven't felt the need to deviate from that excellent name, so we're sticking with that for now. I think probably permanently too. So. Going to head out, have fun. I'll take care, Autumn. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. There is a Star Trek set coming out too this year, the USS Enterprise. Yes, Tim. I'm a big Star Trek fan. I might have to get that one if it looks good. I don't think I've seen any pictures for it yet. We know it's going to be the Enterprise D. It's going to be the MIDI scale. So it should be awesome, but we'll see. Blue, yep, the blue looks better. Yeah, I was thinking the blue looked better as well, guys. Thanks for the feedback. So, the layering on the landscape is awesome. You could just put a lone fig wearing all brown and nobly, and it would look sweet. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the ice planet landscape, is that what we're talking about? I'm enjoying it a lot, for sure. So, I have so many clones. I have zero interest in making Star Wars MOCs, but I had to stop buying them. Oh no, Adeline. They can be fun to collect, though. I can understand. So, a Star Trek Lego set says hello. Yes, there was pretty. I don't know if it was like officially confirmed, but it was very serious feedback that there was going to be a Star Trek Lego set, which would be mind blowing for a Star Trek fan waiting for that for a long time. So hopefully that does work out. Blue Falcon all the way. Oh, that's a good name for this one, Henry. There's more blue on it, so it would make sense. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what can be done. Okay. Let's do this nose part first. You need a 2x4 in black. There's one. Might need more than one 2x4, actually. Add some filler brick here. Get a 1x1 brick as well. I got an ad on my phone, not too bad though. So just adding a little filler brick in there to try and make it look as close as we can to this one. They're supposed to be symmetrical. We get a 1x1 brick and probably one more 2x4. Yeah, one more 2x4 as well. We're also going to need some inverted black slopes, which they might be in here. I know there's a lot of Technic in here. Yep, there's some inverted black slopes. Perfect. And we'll need that too. Good. So that goes there. And that goes there once we find another 1x1. So, if you guys were liking the blue, we can remove this without too much issue. Might need a brick separator though. Do I have a brick separator? Am I out of brick separators? I'm out of brick separators. I might have to use my fingernails here, huh? There we go. This 2x6 is being kind of grumpy. There you go. Awesome. So returning that to plain blue, we'll put some tiles on that shortly to match this one, because I do like that plain blue stripe on the outside. Alright, let's get 2 more black bricks here. They should be right here. And thankfully, thanks to Tron being disassembled, we have pretty much plenty of black pieces to work with. An unlimited amount, one would say. And eventually, we'll have to track down one of those white slopes, that inverted slope in there. But right now, I do not have ones. If need be, I can bricklink one more, but I think I have one somewhere in my collection. That would make sense. T Valkyrie, good to see you, T Valkyrie. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you tuning in. Is it the next gen ship? Yes, that's what I heard, Andrew. It heard there was going to be the Enterprise D, and that's pretty much one of my favorite ones. Besides the original series one, that was one of my favorites. I love next gen Star Trek, so that'd be really good. What's your favorite Lego MOC project you've ever built? The Lego Kid? That's a good question. I'm really enjoying Ice Planet a lot. So that's this most recent one has been super fun. I really enjoyed the Adventurers MOC not too long ago too. That was a really good one. Yeah, Ice Planet Adventurers have been really top tier as far as enjoyment goes. But yeah, most castles I also really enjoy too. So yeah, I have to go back to my old favorite castle theme. So I'd recommend against Blue Falcon. That nomenclature has rather negative connotation. Uh-oh. Well, we will not use Blue Falcon then. I'm not sure what reasons, but yeah, let's see. In military and first responders speak, it means gotcha. Okay, good to know. We won't use that term then. We'll use a different term, a different name for the ship. That would be unfortunate if it was a different meaning than we wanted to for this vehicle. But yeah, we'll make it work. We'll figure something out. So this side is pretty much wrapped up. We just need that black inverted slope, that double one, to go right there, and then it'll be good to go. And we need 2 1x3 plates, which we can probably switch to just chatting, unless I've set this up. Oh, look at that. Let me delete this really quick here. Hold on for a second, everyone. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay. Hold on 1 second, everybody. There we go. All right. Back to normal. We're going to go look for one of these slopes over in the black bricks really quick. That's why I swapped over to the just chatting camera. So hold on 1 second. That's a relatively common piece. It should be in here, but it might not be. If it is not in here after a minute or so, we will swap over to a different part of it, but hopefully we can track something down. Yet. That's the problem with color sorting. It works great until it doesn't. Aha! Just kidding. Color sorting is the best way to do it ever because we tracked down one of those pieces. So swap back to just building really quick. Geology Joe is here. Good to see you, Geology Joe. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Grumpy J says, "Holy bricks! It's Professor Joe." Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. We are working on some Ice Planet today. Nothing too crazy. We need 2 Technic pins, though, so I'm going to get the Technic pin out. Actually, there's some... I'm going to use these. Don't get the full Technic pin out yet. Here we go. So, we've got it established in there. We're just working on our way towards the back of the thruster. And then we can put them on the ship here. Looking pretty snazzy, guys. I love the stickers on the front of these big white slope pieces. These are actually Exoforce pieces that I have multiple copies of because I've been collecting Exoforce pieces for Exoforce projects. But they work great here, so... they'll be perfect for this ship. And I'm liking the balance of colors and the different textures happening. So we'll keep working on it. So yeah, 1x3 plates is probably the next step, but we'll make sure there's no other comments here. I would recommend Frostbite as the ship name. Ooh, Frostbite. I like that too. Or Cicero means frost in Latin. There we go. That would be good too. Good name options there, Mouster. Appreciate it. So, one of my favorite themes. Me too, Jelly Joe. It wasn't always one of my favorites. It was always on like the back burner. As like I'll get to that one day. But the past few weeks, I've been going pretty crazy with Ice Planet and enjoying it a lot. So. Grumpy, I responded to your short today on the Star Wars purchase. Thanks for the reminder. Snagged a Grogu at Costco for $60. I got myself a Grogu at Costco a long time ago when he first came out. It might have been is it a different version of Grogu? I'm not even sure. But yeah, I got the original Grogu a long time ago. He's still in my closet. I need to build him. Life has been busy, but summer starts soon. There you go, Geology Joe. That's awesome. I got one of those white reverse slopes. If you need it, I can send it to you. Oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. It's probably a lot of shipping to ship from New Zealand to the United States. But I'll let you know if I'm really having trouble, and maybe I can purchase it from you. So, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure there's one in there somewhere. Just been unlucky in tracking it down. All right, let's see. Glacier Guardian. Ooh, I like Glacier Guardian too, because the name of the ship this is vaguely based on is the Deep Freeze Defender, and yeah, something with cold in its name would be good. Frost Fighter is already. This is kind of a bigger ship. Defender or Guardian would make sense because it's more of a bigger vehicle. Worf minifig would make me buy that instantly. Me too, Andrew. Any Star Trek minifigures with that set will be awesome. However, given that it's a midi scale vehicle, it might not have any figures with it. So we'll see. All the green Lego behind. Yes, so that's worth mentioning, Tim. Yeah, all the green Lego is not being used right now, but all the blue and the black is. So we're going through that, and the white pieces are also behind the camera, not out right now, but we'll get to them eventually for sure. My wife loves that sound. Kidding. Yeah, the sound of pawing through Lego. It can drive people crazy pretty quickly. Oh, you're building Lego too, that Lego kid. That's awesome. Stopped by the store in Nashville last weekend. Oh, nice. Yes. Jojo, you're so close yet so far from us. But glad you were able to stop by the Lego store. Frost Fire, not Bite. Ooh, nice. Space Wolf is in the name a hint from Warhammer 40k. Space Wolf would be cool. USS Eysterprice. Deaver, that's awful. We're not using that one. Oh. Custom bumper sticker Hoth or Bust. Yeah, that would be great. Actually, Ryan, that'd be perfect. Reese is here. Good to see you, Reese. We are working on Ice Planet. As you can see by the color scheme of the pieces in front of us, we're working on the big ship, which we're trying to figure out a name for. We've got multiple great suggestions so far, but we're just working on this element here, trying to finish the last of this turbine here, this nacelle. And once that's done, we can figure out a way to snap them on there. I've already made one mechanism that works pretty well, which allows them to rotate and do vertical takeoff and landing, which would be very nice. But yeah, we're working on it. So, not that much to send from New Zealand. It is one piece. That's true, Tim. I'll let you know though. I gotta have even numbers of both sides of pieces, right? It's gotta be out there somewhere. I'll let you know if I can't find it though. Nexus is Zach. Good to see you, Nexus. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing some Ice Planet, one of your favorite themes too, if I remember correctly. Green, that means Space Police is next. Let's go. Hey, I could really enjoy some Space Police, Malister. Both the original, the second version, and the third version. I love them all. So, David Bonds, welcome to the Knights of Falworth. Appreciate you joining the memberships. That's awesome. It's very affordable, but there's a lot of great stuff to see behind the scenes. There's some videos just for members. We'll be doing some more posts for members here tonight and tomorrow, too. So keep an eye out for those. But thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you. Supporting me directly helps a lot. So, Anna's World of Bricks. Good to see you, Anna. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Reese. That I appreciate. I'm glad you like the ship and think it looks great. So, I see McFrosty spaceship fan. The Deadly Penguin. Oh, it's not COOLIO cruiser. I don't know if we can go with that, Henry. I can't say it right now anyway. The USS Markstream. That's funny, Tim. I find that name amusing. But yeah, just keep it away from the Titanic. Yeah, it's very glacial, right? We don't want to have it anywhere near the Titanic. Since this looks kind of like an Enterprise, next you need a giant Borg ice cube. Oh, that'd be funny, Teaver. Yeah, a Borg-related ship would be pretty interesting. That'd be fun. Maybe some Blacktron 2 vibes. Anna's World of Brick says, I have a piano recital tomorrow. I'm excited and nervous. Oh, well, good luck, Anna. Hope it goes very well for you. You should do a poll for the name of the ship. I could do that Lego cake. I could do, or just have a post about it on the members area for members, maybe. That'd be fun. Or maybe even just a public one. We'll see what we can do. Ice Fang, Big Bertha, the Cryo Cutter. Cryo Cutter, I like that one. Man, there's some great names. Crystal Ship. Crystal Ship's good too. I think Ice Planet is a little less crystal focused than some other space themes, but we'll see. I'll have to compile a list of names and have a long poll list for people to vote on. So, T Valkyrie gifting 5 Markov memberships. Thank you so much, T Valkyrie. Appreciate you. Several people will get some memberships here, so that's awesome. All right. Well, we're gonna find a few more black plates and then hopefully some inverted slopes like these, kind of longer 1x3 slopes, and attach those to the base of this nacelle here. So let's go find those. We'll actually switch to the camera, just chatting one here for a second. I'm currently working on a 4x8 foot long Lego Star Wars MOC I'm bringing to Brickworld this year. Super Soldier Games, that sounds awesome. Very cool. Tundra Traveler. Ooh, I like the word tundra in there. I'll have to think about it, Zach. Good suggestion. Feel free to keep them coming. The more that we can pull from for the poll, the better. But let me see if I can find 2 1x3 plates. And then we'll keep working our way up the ship. There we go. 2 1x3 plates. Let's see if I can track down a few more of these. Oh, yeah, that's it. Aha. And I think I need 4 of them, so this is going to be a lot of slopes to find, actually. But let me switch back to the just building camera so you can see what I'm working on. You don't want to look at my face as I'm building. Yeah, we got the black line on all the way on the inside, which is exactly how it is on this one. Now we've got these inverted slopes here, which we can start to utilize. One right there. And let's make sure it's in view as we're assembling it here. Right there. So yeah, we're chugging along. Doing good. Now we need to find a variety of pieces to connect to this. Let me pull this off while we're looking at it so I can remember how I did it. It's not super secure. I think I could actually get 2 black plates in there and make it a lot stronger, so I'm going to do that. There's one. Let me get one more. I'll find it. And then I'll probably do the same for the other side. But let me strengthen that really quick. Because you see that gap right there? That's going to cause issues with stability, so we'll fill it in with this little stack of plates here. Nice. Much stronger. Nice and smooth. Alright, so we need 2 1x4 Technic bricks, which I think should be in that bin over there. We need a 1x5 Technic beam, half width, and some blue Technic pins, 3 long with extra friction. So, there's that piece. Found that one. Set that aside. Needed 1x6 as well. Some extra friction pin right there. Another pin. We'll need those. Awesome. Alrighty. And this goes right there. Then we get 2 1x. Oh. Does that go out one more? It might need to go out one more. Hold on. Yeah. So you see what's happening here This blue is out 2 plates. This blue is out 1 plate. It needs to go 1 more further in order to connect. You see that? Where the white connects? Yeah. So this blue needs to go out further, which means we need to separate some of these blue plates. Let me get, I need a couple small blue plates. There might be some here. Or not. Oh. There you go. That'll work. So we gotta expand this out just a hair. A little bit further than it was. So we need 2 1x2 blue plates to go right there and there to make that the correct length to fit with all the other stuff going on. Galactic Cruiser. We could do that, Jojo. Galactic Cruiser is a good name. It's a little bit simple, but it'll work. Polar Preserver. Good suggestion, David. Wait, I got it. The COOL Crusader. The Chill Crusader works too. Guess how long my castle MOC is? It's 3 feet long. That's a pretty sizable creation, that Lego kid. Awesome. Oh, Anna has a good question here. I'm curious, how do you enter a MOC for Brickworld? You want to go to the Brickworld website to do that, Anna? And if you're trying to get space for this year's convention, I think that the deadline for getting your space reserved is already passed. But for next year, you can reserve either just part of a table and share some space with somebody else if you only have a small creation, or if you need a full table or more, just make sure you have plenty of time in advance to do that. Because, like I said, they run out of space pretty quickly. So. Never democratically give a ship a name. Many governments have tried recently and it never goes well. Yeah, we'll see if this works. This is mostly just if it works as a suggestion. So, New Zealand money, 79% of the U.S. I don't know what New Zealand dollars equates to in U.S. dollars, but that seems pretty high. So we can we'll talk, Tim. I'll let you know if I need some help. So. Yeah, that's pretty big, Lego kid. That says Nexus. Yeah, that's 3 feet is a sizable creation, for sure. Ship name, Hailstorm. Hailstorm's good too. There's a bunch of great suggestions and some silly ones, but yeah, we'll keep working on it. It's okay. Okay, I can't go this year, but thanks. No worries, Anna. I can't go this year either. Maybe next year it'll work out for both of us. Thundra from the Tundra. That sounds like a WWE event or something. That's funny. Spicicle. Gal Arctic Cruiser, Mark. You read it wrong. I got you, Gio. Oh, yes. Gal Arctic. I gotcha. The Icebreaker. Oh, my goodness. Ice Saw. I like Ice Saw, actually. That might be the name of the rescue vehicle on the ground, though. That would make more sense. The Icy Icer. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to get back to Bell. You guys are making goofy suggestions. Let me find 2 blue 1x2 plates. I'm trying to figure out which bin or space would be. I'll look in the main blue bin and track them down here. We'll switch to the main view here. This could go very quickly or could take forever. There we go. I got a few plates. Nice and quick. All right. So, put some basic 1x2 elements in there. This is actually 2 1x1s, but I think those are pretty common in blue in my collection. There we go. And now we need some Technic pins here. Let's do this. Does that have a... It has a pin in the middle, so you need a black pin. Those are the most common of pieces, so we'll get that. And we need 2 of them, I'm guessing. Which means we probably need another 2 black pins here. go. And this can go right in there. Ah, nice. So we're starting to attach where we will eventually attach another thruster. And here it is, actually. And with some useful Technic pieces we'll pull out. Actually, that's exactly what we'll need for that whole assembly, so we'll take that. Already started working on it before we started the stream. So now we just need some more black slopes and some black filler bricks too. Let me find some 1x4 plates, some 2x2 plates. A lot of plates. We'll look for them though. We'll track them down. And 2 slopes, two curved slopes. It's already getting to be a sizable list of pieces here. Are you going to crack a bottle of champagne on it? I don't know about that, Andrew. I don't know if I want to waste that much champagne in a Lego plastic ship, but maybe I could open a Gatorade in its honor. That'll work. So. Sub-Zero for the ship name? The Glacial Growler. Oh boy. That also works. I like the word glacial. Snowstormer. The Frostile Fire. The Brick Blizzard. I like Brick Blizzard too. That's actually kind of fun. Sub-Zero sounds like a secret project on Ice Planet. Yeah, it's Operation Sub-Zero. Slushticator. Oh dear. Oh dear. Call it the Redeemer. Redeemer's a good name too. Icebreaker, Ice Saw, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep workshopping it here, guys. There's been some good suggestions in there though. So let's see. Let me grab a couple. There's a lot of pieces that are needed here, so I'm just gonna start grabbing black bricks. We'll swap to the just chatting camera so you can at least see me as I'm working on this here. There's one of the pieces I'll need. There we go. Been pretty lucky so far. Need some 2x2. Need 1x1 bricks. I will eventually need some more 3 long inverted slopes too. Alright. Got a little bit we can work with here. Better put me on ice, Geo-Joe. You look like a Viking with your beard. Oh, thanks, that Lego kid. Yeah, that's kind of the goal. Trying to make the beard grow out a little bit more. I haven't trimmed it as much lately, so it's getting a little thicker down there. Not too bad. I was challenged by, I think it was it you and Michael? Or was it Cross, Michael? Michael from Iceland was encouraging me to look more Viking, so I'm trying to make that work. So we'll see. But yeah, let's see. We got some plates here. Stick those underneath there. Oh, we'll need 1x4 bricks too. I think we got some of those here. And a 1x6 plate too. Don't think we have any of those. We have to track one down. So, we're now attaching the slopes around the outside like that. Start to make the shape that we need for this one. Because we've already designed a nacelle that we like over here, so we're just trying to copy it for this side. Yeah. That Lego kid says, I like your shirt. Oh, thank you, that Lego kid. Lego Racers, one of my favorite Lego video games. Highly encourage anyone who hasn't played it yet to try it out. Need the OG Lego Racers game on Steam ASAP? Yes, I would love to see it on Steam. Thankfully, it's not too hard to get working on older PCs. If you were trying to get it on like a Windows 11, it would not work so well. So Glacier Glider. Ooh, that's a good combination of words. Hello, I like that. Call the spaceship Lloyd with one L, not two. Interesting. We'll see. Well, we've been building for quite a while now, but there's still a little bit of time left to go. We want to go till about 9:15. Then we'll probably wrap it up. We made some good progress. If we can finish the last of this nacelle, I'll be very happy with ourselves. If we don't get quite there, that's okay. Some of these pieces are a little trickier, harder to find. We'll do what we can, though. I need I think that's going to be a 1x6 plate. Or actually, you could use these. We'll use these, because I'm lazy. Is that just on top there? No, it's above the bricks there. Yeah, we'll do that then. Awesome. So, we've filled in the inside with 2 1x4 bricks and some 1x plates. So now we're getting it to fill out. Slowly starting to eke our way towards completion. It'll take a while, unfortunately. Ricky Bricks is heading out. See you all. I'm going to dinner. Thanks for stopping by, Ricky Bricks. Appreciate you. Nexus says, I got to go, but it was good to chat with y'all. See you on the Nexus. Take care, Nexus. Thank you for stopping by as well. The Ice Viper. That's a good one. Hello. Good suggestions. Good suggestions. Didn't know it was for a video game. I just like the color blue and it says Lego. Yes, it's for an old video game, that Lego kit. This came out in 1999, Lego Racers, and it was a lot of fun. I want to do a video on it someday because it's just a great classic Lego racing game. So, but yeah, it's been a while since people have talked about this one a lot. I think most people would know about it before you're born. Exactly. Most people would talk about Lego 2K Drive as the Lego racing game now. Although I think I like Lego Racers better in a way because it's older school. It's kind of it just has a cool vibe. So, all right. We need a 1x brick, a 2x2 plate, which we can put right there. Let me get 2 1x2 black plates that are curved on both sides. So it's basically like a little round plate. I'll track it down. It looks awesome, and it's been fun. Cheers. Take care, Andrew. I'm sure it's late over in the UK, so thank you for stopping by, my friend. The Popsicle Provoker. Oh, that's the craziest name we've heard yet, Teaver. That's awesome. No, I don't think Popsicle Provoker is going to be the final name of the ship, but that's a great one. I still hum the Lego Racers theme when I play Mario Kart. Hey, there you go, David. That's what I'm talking about. Lego Racers had some great, if a little bit annoyingly catchy music. A great soundtrack, though. So. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made with Lego? Ooh. I have a good answer to that, the Lego kid. I'll answer as I'm looking for pieces. But basically, one time I was taking some pictures of a MOC. It was a castle MOC, and I really enjoyed the castle MOC. That was a very good castle MOC. But when I took the pictures, I stepped inside because it was very bright and sunny out, and because I was taking pictures outside, which is, you know, not too big a deal, but I was taking pictures outside, and went inside to check the pictures because I couldn't see on my little dim screen on my camera, and suddenly there was a little rainstorm, and it rained all over my castle MOC, which was not good. I had some custom Lego capes in there, which had some custom printing on them. They got ruined. So biggest mistake was not taking the MOC with me to go inside. It was just a little too big to carry conveniently. So I was lazy, and I paid the price. But now I have some nice lights, and I have a nice background, so I can take pictures inside without having to go outside. So that problem won't ever happen again. But yeah, biggest mistake in Lego. That was it. Let's see if I can track down just a few more of the pieces I need before we finish this thing. Just need one more of these. Alright. We're back. We got a few more pieces. Oh, that would suck. Yeah, it was unfortunate, but it worked out. In the end, it was okay. So most of the Lego pieces were okay because they're pretty waterproof. The snow cone striker, I like that one. It's good. Not buying Cloud City back when I was in the store. That is tragic too, Joe. I know the feeling on missing out on some good sets. Biggest mistake I made was getting a red coat set. Oh no, Malister, that's terrible. That's I can understand that's a tragic problem as well. Tim says, got to go. Thanks again, Mark. Great stream as usual. Love the videos. Thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate you sticking with us all this time. Go get some rest. Have a great rest of your evening. So. The Lego Kit says, in my pick-a-brick order, I accidentally ordered 4 pieces in the wrong color. So it didn't go with the rest of the banner for my castle. Oh no, that's a mistake there, that Lego Kid. But hopefully, eventually, you can order the right pieces and make it make sense. The refrigerator instigator. Oh dear, Teaver, good grief. This is almost Browntron levels of tomfoolery over here. But it's great. My goodness. Alright. We got that established. I think we just need a 1x2 plate there. Yep. Yeah, oh. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Let me show you what I quickly assembled while we were working on this. We've started to wrap that corner piece around as it should be, like this side here. So we're starting to make some more progress. We need to find another one of these weird little plates with 2 rounded edges just for some extra technical detail. But it's being tricky to find. One more for this side and we'll be good to go. Well, sorry, I used my only red coat toaster for the Jester minifigure with Islanders King Kahuka white and red head. That would actually work great, Henry. That's a great custom classic Jester figure. It's not my biggest mistake, but it's one of them. That happens, that Lego Kid. Totally understandable. Toad on 16-bit, SNES, Famicom, intro of S-Cart leads 17% faster than PAL. Interesting, Andrew. Interesting. I've had a few cold drinks tonight, if you can't tell. No worries, Stever. I've had a lukewarm Gatorade, but yeah, I don't think I could probably stream and drink other things too, but it's okay. So. I don't normally drink, so it's okay. The Polarizer. Polarizer's actually good. That's good. Slushy Slasher. Oh boy. I think we had Slushy Striker earlier. Browntron. Have you ever heard of Browntron, Andrew? It's great. A friend of mine, we actually mentioned him on this stream series before, but Angus McLean has done a lot of Blacktron Renegade upgrades on Instagram, and he invented a sub-theme called Browntron as a joke. It's pretty hilarious. So. What does Gatorade taste like? What that Lego Kid, have you never had Gatorade? You've never had Gatorade before? Is that what you're telling me? It's basically just kind of like flavored water, kind of. It's mostly water, but it just tastes kind of like a little bit sweet. This is Gatorade Zero, so it's sugar-free, but yeah, it's just flavored water, really. So it's got electrolytes and salts and stuff in it too, so it's good for rehydrating yourself. But yeah, nothing too crazy. The sugar-filled stuff is pretty potent though. So I don't. Me and sugar don't get along so well, so I usually go for the sugar-free stuff if I can. But let me find a few more of those. Actually, those larger black slopes for the that side. And we'll try and keep wrapping up this nacelle and make it make sense. I can also get some blue tiles from over here at some point as well. But let me swap to the water, but $4. Exactly, Ryan. It's just more expensive, but it tastes a little better. I like Gatorade, so I buy it still. Yeah. Looking for an inverted slope and a small curved slope like this. Oh, it's got a sticker on it. I'll probably just peel it off. It's not a very important looking sticker. And we need a 1x3 slope inverted. See if I can track one down somewhere. It should be a relatively common piece. I say that every time. Here we go. This is the problem in building a vehicle with a color-sorted collection. I've griped about this before. Sometimes you don't get lucky. Aha! But we did just now. There we go. There we go. I only drink water and sometimes cordial. There we go. Yeah, water's pretty much all you need, but sometimes having, like, we have soft drinks, sodas, that sort of thing too, so. We like to have flavor in our drinks in America, so. In the United States. Need a 1x2 plate as well. And that can go there. So let me show you guys while I'm building, because I keep trying to build off camera because it's easier for my elbows. But adding that slope piece there, we just need a space right there and right there. So 2 more 1x2 plates, 1x1 brick, which is right there. And then we can kind of finish up this area here and get another thruster for the ship. Start making some serious progress. So. It's not as healthy as they make it sound. No, it's actually not that really good for you, but I just like a little flavor to it, though. At least it's a better purchase than those expensive waters. Yeah, they can overprice water pretty quickly, so. David Bond says, I get off-brand Powerade from Sam's Club and use it as my post-workout drink. Only like 50 cents for a 20-ounce bottle. Pretty sweet. That's actually a great deal, David. I have a Sam's Club membership. I should look that up. Mostly drink water with the flavors squeezies, but it's Friday night. Exactly, Tiver. I get you. When I was a kid, we drank from the hose. I mean, I've done that before too, Jolly Joe. Yeah, probably not good for you. It's probably where all those microplastics came from, but, you know, life goes on. Oh, so close. Aha, there it is. And what else do we need? There we go. That should just about do it, folks. We got the right pieces we need for this side. Let's do this. I'm hearing some thunderstorms in the background outside, so hopefully they're not providing any audio issues for you guys in the last few minutes of the stream. But it's kind of quiet. It's not too loud. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. There we go. Yes. Both sides complete. Now we can kind of fill in the last bits. We need a 1x6 plate. There we go. That'll do it. Now we need some 1x2 slopes. We've pretty much got everything we need in front of the table here. And a few more. Yeah, that'll do it. There we go. Ta-da! Looks pretty great. Just need some tiles on the top. We can probably do that in the next 5 minutes. Let's get the kind of detail element snapped in there, though. It goes right in there. Let's do it this way. There we go. Awesome. Eventually we get those orange transparent pieces like we do for that one, but we've got all those in the transparent orange bin over to my right. So hopefully that storm heads down south. Do you need some rain down south, Charge? Blacktron says hello. Well, this is Ice Planet, but I do like Blacktron too. The Penguin. What bad guy faction will be going against Ice Planet? Oh, so we're going to have some Spyrus and Blacktron 2 trying to infiltrate the Ice Planet world, but probably failing because there's a lot of Ice Planet figures and ships and vehicles ready to stop them. So, going to start my next MOC, was wondering where did you get your transparent base plates from Rock Raiders, and what's the best lights to use for base plate size MOCs? Ooh, that's a good question, Ryan. Quickly, I'll let you know. These 16 by 16 plates. Let me swap over to the chatting view for a second and darken down just a hair. A little better. These 16 by 16 transparent plates came in a couple Lego sets. They're kind of rare, so good luck finding them on Bricklink. I was able to track some down over many years and find them and get them. They're like somewhere between $10 and $20 a piece, so not cheap, but they're good. I would say Lego is coming out with more transparent elements recently, so there's the transparent magical brick box, which has some great 2x4 bricks and stuff like that, so a little bit smaller, but if you get a couple of them, you can make a sizable transparent piece that you can light up from underneath. I use IKEA lighting. That would also be used in like under cabinet lighting, detail accent lighting. You can get light strips from Amazon. I use fairy lights from Amazon. They're like $15 for a spool of them. There's lighting you can find on Brick Stuff and other custom lighting places too. So find what works for you, but I would recommend something that plugs in with USB and is fairly substantial, like long. So like fairy lights in the 10, 20, 30 foot spool. You can change the colors, have it be plug-in or battery. So I'd recommend those things, Ryan, but there's multiple ways to do it for sure. The more microplastics in your body, the more you attune with your Lego. Exactly, David. That's the spirit. I love it. So, let's see. That's why we love our plastic toys. We're full of plastic too. Yep, exactly, Teaver. Exactly. My family was so poor we drank powdered dehydrated water. What? Just needed to get it wet. That blew my mind for a second, Judge. I was reading that powdered dehydrated water. I know dehydrated milk. Like dried milk. I remember having that as a kid. But no, it's crazy. Born too late to be a medieval knight. Born too early to explore space. Born just in time for microplastics and Lego. Hey, I mean, could be worse, right, Central? Could be much worse. To boldly go where no mark has gone before. Exactly. We're building Ice Planet. That's new for me, so yes. About to start a blast furnace Tahoe. Ooh, a blast furnace Tahoe? Like Bionicle? Is that what we're talking about? Interesting. Let's see. I found a few of those at Brixton minifigures. Interesting. Let's see. We're getting trans blue and trans orange 6x8 plates with the summer Minecraft sets. Yeah, so the trans blue ones will work great for you, Ryan, if you're looking at those. Because 6x8 plates, very useful size. You can definitely fit some lights under there. You get a couple of them, you can make them a little bit bigger. So, the Sky Skeet, that's a name there. Or Sky Sleet, maybe, because that's like icy rain. Lots of options there, Andrew. But yeah, so we got the other nacelle done. Let's find some blue tiles really quick. See if we can do that for a few minutes before we're done. We just got a few more minutes left. For some reason, I seem to be really low on blue tiles. I don't know where they all went. Some of them went in the Ice Planet building I have here, and some of them have gone into vehicles just a little bit. But there should be more blue tiles, so I'm confused. Maybe they're in a different bin. I'll keep looking though. Worst case scenario, I am willing to buy some more blue tiles and white tiles on Bricklink or Lego.com. But I'd rather find them if I have them. Yeah, I might just be looking in the wrong bins. I don't know. I found 2 1x4 tiles, but that's not quite enough to accomplish what we're trying to do here. Let's go back to just building for a second. Yeah, we'll leave a 2x4 or a 2x2 space in the front. Start filling out the back. Just needs to have blue tiles on that surface. Shouldn't be too complicated. Let's look in this bin. Maybe I pulled them out already. There's some more already. That's good. A little bit more blue tile going on there. Thanks. Sorting now. Trying the opening scene for Ragnarok is kind of dark and has the lava effect. Yes. So if that's the scene you're working on, Ryan, you should be finding some good pieces in those Minecraft sets. And if you look up those Minecraft sets on the pick and build, I think they call it bricks and pieces now. That option on the Lego.com website, you can actually track down the pieces from that set and maybe buy some of those larger transparent elements to use in your MOC. So, yeah, there's ways to buy those pieces separately usually. Those will be super useful for MOCs. Here we go. Got a few more blue tiles added. Just need 3 blue squares, which should be somewhere around here. I could use these ones with studs for now, I suppose. Yeah, I might do that. Maybe I'll put some more details on the outside for now. Yeah. Alright, we'll just cover this up for now, but I think we're at a good place to stop and call it a night, because I'm getting a little fatigued, and we're running out of ideas for our names right now, but we'll come up with some more soon, and maybe do a poll, or maybe do like a post and ask for suggestions. We'll figure something out. I've heard some great suggestions though, so we'll pick out some of the ones that I like the best, and maybe we'll see. But yeah, tuna cells, a cool looking a great looking spaceship. One more use of the word COL. There we go. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Not too bad. Not too bad. We did all right. Did all right this stream. Yeah. Looking pretty nice. We're getting there. Just a few more things to get done. I think we're going to keep that play function just because people were really enjoying that mobility and that feature. So yeah, we'll make it happen. How much do you think your whole Lego collection is worth? Probably quite a bit, that Lego kid, but I didn't buy it all at once, so I don't really know. I don't really know exactly. But it's probably pretty expensive if you were to buy all these pieces brand new. Lots of money. So, Mark, have you ever tried to do a Lego stop motion film? I have tried that Lego kid. I did a couple back in the day, and they were fun, but they took like 7 times as long as building a regular MOC to do 1 minute of animation. So for the amount of time that was spent on it, I prefer to build MOCs. But I do love Lego animation, love to watch them. I just don't think I ever want to do them. But yeah. Well, that's about it for tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the stream on your way out, subscribe if you haven't already, or consider becoming a member for 99 cents a month like David did. Appreciate you, David, and everybody else who supports the channel. Means a lot to me. We'll be doing some more streams. I don't know if Sunday's going to work out because I got some family visiting for a few days. Not sure if I'll be free, but we'll see how it works. But yeah, I know that we'll be back again probably one more weekend before Birmingham, so one more Ice Planet stream, and hopefully some more progress made because we want to get this ship done and most of the landscape wrapped up before then. But until then, I've been Mark. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.